Hello everyone, it's AD with Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. So today we're going to be looking into describing your soul tribe. This is a special request from my little baby sister. I love her so much, but she had a wonderful idea to do a reading on like soul tribes. We do so many on soulmates, future spouses, future husbands. So hopefully we're here to talk about future friends, people that you connect with on that soul level, people who encourage you and support you. And of course, I have been inspired, darlings. I've been watching Pose. I just rewatched Paris is Burning. So like I'm really inspired by like the tribal mentality and, you know, the people that you hang out with when you're going through tough times. Again, if you haven't seen any of those programs, me saying tough times is an understatement, but for the sake, this is not a review channel. So for the sake of conversation, I'm just gonna say you should absolutely check it out. But it tied in perfectly. It reminded me, as I was watching this and just talking about, you know, families with the houses, and I was just like, yeah, it would be a really good time to talk about soul tribes and people who might not be your natural family but support you and encourage you like family, you know, in places that your family can't, because sometimes your family gets on your nerves and you need somebody else to bitch to, and the only way to get that is through a soul tribe. Right? So that's where we're starting, guys. Welcome to the channel. Old and new alike. Thank you so much to my OGs. Y'all are the real ones. And all the newcomers, please join us. We have a lot of fun over here. We talk about some really, you know, major topics. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, excuse me, if you'd like to join this soul tribe, period. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, welcome to this soul tribe. If you here, baby, I got great people. Like, this is a tribe that you want to be a part of. Like, we're all popping. I promise you, we're working towards something. We're building goals. We're like, you know, great. The people that I met through this channel, the friends that I've made, like legit real life friends that I have made through this channel, like it doesn't get much better than the soul tribe here. So anyways, that's my little spiel. That's my intro, guys. Welcome. And yeah, take a moment to meditate. See what Yu-Gi-Oh card speaks to you. And I will meet you at your pile. Thank you. Okay. So let's go ahead and move these to the side. Move this down here and let's get into it. So hello. Welcome to Astrology. I am AD with your pick a card reading. Today we're going to be looking into your soul tribe. So funny. Literally the ice cream truck. I don't know if you can hear him, but as soon as I said that, he's making his way around. So I just feel like the ice cream truck, you know, your soul tribe is going to be really sweet and based on like a lot of, that gives me kind of feminine energy, honestly. But when I saw this card, it was hilarious because it's Flame Administrator, and I heard Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. So the juxtaposition of that already is, I can't wait to get into your pile one, because that's really funny. So we got the ice cream truck on one hand and then we got Wu-Tang Clan on the other. So I think that your tribe and probably who you are, it's just like, I couldn't think of a fiercer group of people. I feel like maybe small but mighty, but the way that you and these friends that you're going to make go to bat for each other are insane, you know, and then the gifts that you are able to give to each other are really sweet and super thoughtful. So I imagine that you kind of get the best of both worlds when it comes to your soul tribe. So let's go ahead and move into the astrology cards. I do subscribe to Vedic, but I don't think that the placement should matter that much, but just know that if you end up, you know, seeing your signs or whatever, my placements could be different, but the energy should read about the same. Yeah, if you just want to reference. So let's go ahead and start with describing Pile 1 Soul Tribe. Who are these people? What are they into? What do they do? You know? What can we get from the astrology cards? Excuse me. Okay. Saturn return, age. And then Mercury retrograde, reinvention. Interesting. So definitely when Saturn pops up, it always tells me that there is an age. So there's an age gap. So the people that you might end up attracting or be friends with could be quite a bit older than you or younger than you with Mercury here. So I know that this sounds crazy, but I feel like the tribe that you have, there could be a constant rotation of people. And what I mean by that, it feels like not necessarily, it could be seen as a sorority or a fraternity or something like that, but it really feels like there's constantly new people coming who are mentoring older people. So it could just be that you yourself are a teacher, or you are in school when you find this soul tribe, but it feels like it's a cycle. So older people connecting with younger people and vice versa. I will say Saturn return age and Mercury, some of you guys actually might have Saturn in the 11th house or Saturn aspecting your 11th house. So maybe it takes you a longer time to make friends, and that's why when you do make friends, it's really, really fierce. So I kind of see that coming here too. But with Mercury retrograde, this tells me that you and your friends are like, I just got, birds. Like, you always are in on the know. Ice cream truck is getting louder. I don't know if you can hear it, guys, but I feel like you and your friends are always in the know. You're always on go with Mercury there, and just always acquiring knowledge, asking questions. So it's very lively. You have very lively conversations, but again, extremely mature. But I do feel like there's a level of mentoring. And even like I said, like on in the intro, even like Pose, with the houses, and the ball scene. Shoot. That was really funny. Okay, so we had, part of fortune increase. Again, in Sagittarius, I see right under Mercury. So I really feel like you end up in your soul tribe you meet through mentoring of some sort, and there's always learning, like you're always expanding. I feel like you and your soul tribe, again, it could be pretty small in numbers, but it gets bigger over time is really what I'm hearing. Like your friend circle and your friend base is going to expand a lot over time. So you might be my kind of like with the Saturn return here, you guys might be more the loner side. You might not have a lot of friends right now, but I definitely see the more that you travel and explore the world, you will end up with all different friends from all different cultures, speak all different languages. And it'll be really great. So if you do think that you're lonely right now, I do see like kind of as you grow older and meet more people and step out of your comfort zone and explore more, you are going to be meeting more people. But again, this mentoring, this learning. I do feel like your friends will also be quite spiritual with Sagittarius here. So you could meet this, your tribe and group in a church or in a religious setting with Saturn, with the Sagittarius, here. Doesn't have to be, but I'm definitely getting that your friends, regardless of whether you're religious or not, your friends definitely have some sort of faith. Like, I don't think that you'll hang out with people who have no sort of like understanding of spirituality. They don't have to be a full-blown witch, but they do have to understand that there's a higher purpose and a higher calling. I think that that's a requirement. And if you're here, that's not too far off. Like, I'm not sure how many atheists are in the comment section. Hey, welcome if you're here. I'm not, listen, I don't know. I don't judge anybody's beliefs. But I feel like you, on the other hand, would probably require your friends to have some sort of real spiritual outlook on life. And then we even have the solar eclipse revolution. So I kind of get like your soul tribe too. Is like this revolving door. Like there's always people that are coming in and out and in and out. It's interesting because at the bottom of the deck, we have the 4th house roots. And so I feel like you might have Cancer energy in the 11th house, aspecting the 11th house. But I feel like you really lay a nice foundation for people, and then people kind of come in and out of your life. And that might sound like, well, that's not a soul tribe at all. But I feel like you really send people on their way. You make people think about life in a different way, and then you end up encouraging them. Ooh, an acorn just fell. But I feel like you end up encouraging them with like spirituality. Like I feel like you end up teaching people about God, religion, spirituality, tarot, astrology, whatever it is that you're into. You end up just expanding people's minds. And then, like I said, as you get older, you do make more friends of all different kinds of cultures. Like you literally have a rainbow tribe. I can tell you that. Your soul tribe is so colorful. So many different flavors, so many different food, flavors, so many different textures. I imagine, especially with, like I said, you might be, your soul tribe might have a lot of mothers, if that makes sense. That's kind of interesting that came out, but I'm hearing that like your soul tribe will be a tribe of mothers or fathers, but really strong, powerful. I'm honestly getting women, to be honest. I'm not I'm not trying to be gender specific, but I'm really getting a feminine energy, even though all these are masculine cards, ironically. Hence why we go back to the freaking the ice cream truck versus this like armor dude. Like, I just feel like you attract very fierce feminine energy, very powerful feminine energy, feminine who carry a lot of masculinity, be it because they are mothers, or they are the providers, or they are the head of household. And I think that you like really encourage them, pile number one, and you guys encourage one another, you know, particularly during really difficult times in life. I do want to say that it feels like with these two cards here, when you meet your soul tribe, or when they come into your life, when you guys find each other, it does feel like you'll be coming out of a pretty difficult cycle, changing into a point of increase, and like breaking free from something, breaking free from old karmic patterns, old karmic debts, revisiting life, rethinking about how you've lived thus far. And then there's like this major change, and you see the bigger picture and start moving towards increase. So that's really quite fascinating to start off with. Let's see if we can get any more astrology cards about your soul tribe. Water, yeah, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a lot of emotions, a lot of Leo again, yeah. First they're sour, now they're sweet. Like, I really get that sweet, that Sour Patch Kids. But we have this Leo energy again coming, bouncing off of this. This is Leo and Aquarius, and then we have Leo right here. Which again is a fierce mother and father and kings and queens. I just feel like your tribe that you end up creating, like, again, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with. Like, you're just not the one to be played with. And then Pisces. So there is something quite spiritual, Pisces, Sagittarius, Jupiterian. So I really do imagine that this group, again, I can't reiterate that enough. It's going to be people of all different tribes, all different cultures, languages, all that good stuff here. But also it'll be really rooted in, I think, the love of others, but also spirituality and creativity to some extent, especially with the Leo Pisces combination. Your soul tribe could be full of people who are quite creative in their undertakings in life, okay? So let's go ahead and move into the tarot to see what we can get about Pile 1 soul tribe. Yeah, the Three of Wands. So there's something here a lot about traveling and like really different cultures is what I'm hearing. So you're definitely meant to be friends with people who are from a different culture than you. The King of Cups. That really screamed Cancer to me for some reason. The World card. Yeah, all over the world. I have friends all around the world. Six of Swords. 3 cards of travel. So, yeah. The Two of Pentacles. I was about to say, so the King of Cups popped up. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but I do feel like you'll really be in a situation where you're balancing these friends with, you know, other partners, like with marriages and all the other stuff too, with the Two of Pentacles in the middle. So it does feel like, not necessarily like a PTA parent thing. It could be for some of you guys, but I just feel like, you know, you have your husband and your kids, and then you have your friends, and when you and your friends get together, it is some, you know, it's one for the books. You guys go out, you travel. You break away from, like, you know, the mundaneness of marriage and like all that good stuff, and you go have a good time. The Herald of Swords. So that is the Prince of Swords in this deck. What else we got? The Ten of Swords. Am I still in frame? Yes, we are. The Ten of Swords, Death. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to react like that, but that just it took a turn, quite literally. But I'm not surprised because we had Revolution in the middle of that. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So I really do want to say this. I don't want to emphasize, I don't want to like make it seem judgment that this is like a negative reading or anything like that. But I do feel like, excuse me, your soul tribe really, really helps. You guys really come together and help one another, particularly when you are in like difficult times or coming out of difficult cycles. I just feel like your soul tribe really knows how to speak to you and encourage you when a lot of changes are going on, and vice versa. So I think that you yourself who's watching this video, who chose pile 1, you are really great at helping people see the light in all things. Oh, judgment, so perfect. I didn't even make that connection, but I really do think that you're blessed with helping people see the light in all things. And then when you go through life, because we all go through life, and life is not an easy thing to go through at all. I don't know why we do it, to be quite honest. Like, I don't know what the point is. But I do think that your soul tribe, like, you have people who know what to say at the exact right time. Like, I don't think that you have to, you know that these people will be here for you on your darkest day and on your brightest day. I think that you, regardless of how big, and I got 3 here, so it could be small and mighty, 3 to 6, between 3 to 6 people in this group consistently. But I really feel like you guys just genuinely know how to build together, and they know how to pick you up, and they know how to lift you out of any dark situations, and in a very maternal kind of way, especially with the King of Cups. So there does seem to be a lot of emotions spent between you and the soul tribe of people, but again, a lot of action. So I feel like if you go through anything, let's say that you really got into a pretty bad spat with your significant other, and your friends are just like, hey, maybe you shouldn't leave your husband or your wife, or maybe you should or shouldn't, but regardless, we're going to go take a trip to Costa Rica first and we can figure it out there. Like, I just feel like they're always on the go. Your friends definitely have like a very youthful spirit. We got 2 pages here, a knight. So your friends will definitely have a youthful spirit, and they'll always want to travel and explore. So you have somebody who's down diggity. So you may be a person, we have Scorpio here, who's pretty shy. I feel like the people that you'll end up attracting into your life will be quite gregarious, especially with Sagittarius that we saw earlier. They're just going to want to explore the world, and they're not going to let you. I really do think that regardless if heaviness doesn't necessarily play into the reading, regardless, they're going to always push you and encourage you to keep moving forward and keep trying new things. They're going to always encourage you to be inspired and try your best. And again, with all the wand energy that we have kind of here at the back end, they're going to encourage you to be creative and never to let yourself go, particularly if you do find yourself in marriage and long-term connections and relationships. They're like, hey, you matter. You should always have fun. Yeah, so I don't know why I'm saying this, guys, but because I see it here, I'm going to say it. But I really do feel like a lot of your best friends will be made if you're going through a really significant ending of a relationship. Could be along with a divorce, or like just a long-term commitment that ends up ending. Because I honestly get with the Saturn return here, sounds interesting, but you might start off where like you don't necessarily have a tribe of people, because you have like one person that you're really invested in, like one really good friend of the opposite sex, probably, as you're in a relationship, or same sex. Excuse me, I don't even want to make it sound like I'm whatever. But anyways, regardless of what you're doing, you might have one significant other person in your life, and so you really have that best friend, and then you end up going through that, and then after life happens and endings come for whatever reason, or separations, doesn't have to be endings, but people grow and change. I'm not here to put negativity in the universe, but I mean, if you read cards at all, then you can kind of see why I'm saying this. But after some sort of ending, then I do think that you will actually have space for a group of friends, and then you will be really supported. So there does seem to be like a delay in this soul tribe is what I'm getting. Or if you already found this soul tribe, please let me know in the comment section if this makes sense, if you did find your real friends kind of after a really significant relationship. But for the most part, I feel like if you're young or while you're younger, it does feel like there's going to be like a really significant one person. Something transforms in that connection, and then other people will be brought into the connection. Doesn't necessarily have to be a full-on divorce, full-on breakup, but definitely a separation, definitely an ending of a certain cycle. Yeah, so that's pretty fascinating. Let me see if I can get anything else. The 3 of Wands, the World, 10 of Swords. Yeah. There just has to be an ending to beginning. It's looking beyond. Yeah, it just seems like there's an ending of a significant relationship. It comes at a time where there's a transition. Let me see if there's anything else. Anything else Spirit would like me to say about Pile 1 Soul Tribe? The Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I do. I really feel like there is a King of Swords. There's somebody that you have to go through before you meet this. So if you are in a situation where you're completely single and you don't have many friends, that's okay, because life is gonna spice up for you just like it does for everybody else. But I really do see that you're probably going to encounter your soul mate first. You're going to encounter a twin flame, a really deep kind of connection or something, and you're probably really invested in that connection. The person will probably be like your best friend for a long time, which is really dope and cool. But then of course, you know, things happen, you're like, it's time for me to be me. And then you end up meeting like this crew of bad biatches with kids who are just like, we travel, we don't take no for an answer. We don't care what our husbands are talking about. We've cooked, we've cleaned, we're having a good time. And so it does seem very much that. If you're a masculine watching this pile, then maybe that still fits for you, but you might want to, you know, check out another pile if that doesn't fit, because this is pretty specific. It's just like, it feels like you find this group of people after you're walking away from a specific someone. The King of Cups, King of Swords. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I really do think that these friends that you end up making at the end of the day are absolutely beautiful, stunning, and they really help encourage you, and they change your life for the best of ways, and they make you feel like after an ending, it's just an opportunity for a new beginning, and you'll be able to really start over and just travel, explore, and do new things, and they'll be so encouraging along with that. So that's really what I'm getting, Pile 1. That was pretty quick. That was a pretty quick reading. It was pretty open and shut. Oh yeah, I wanted to look, sorry, before I do that. Oh, no, I already answered that question. Never mind. That was pretty heavy throughout the reading. So yeah, just to sum it up, I would say you will meet these people after a significant ending to a relationship or change within an existing relationship. And you guys will travel and really go like calling, hey girl, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm in Mexico right now. I'm good. I'm in Germany right now with my girls. I'm in France with my boys. Like, it's very much that. So that's really awesome and sexy if that's something that you've been waiting. But again, with Saturn return being the first card out, I do think that this comes probably in your 30s, 40s for some of you. But I don't think that you're just lonely and friendless through this time. I can't express that enough. And again, I hate saying, you can look at the cards. I hate being like, hey, you might meet somebody and you'll break up, but that happens. I'm realistic. Not everything is meant to last. And just because something ends doesn't mean that it can't come back around. But yeah, that's when you'll meet this soul tribe. That's when you'll meet your besties. Is that my bestie and a Tessie? Period. So let's see if we can get any oracle cards about your best friends. Yeah, a leg up. Treasure Island. Boom. What I say? I just feel like Treasure Island, you're going to be traveling so much, but the imagery of the turtle, you know, moving through life, so that it is a little bit slow coming in, but I think that your friends are going to be such a treasure to you. I just heard that somebody actually might be named Treasure, or their middle name might be Treasure or something. I feel like that's a name. I don't know why I'm getting that, so just keep that with you. And then we have a leg up, and like I said, your group of friends are going to be so encouraging, and they're going to want you to really strive and do the best that you can do, and they're just really going to be great supports, and they're going to help you out of any difficult times that you have. I think in exchange, you show them mysticism, spirituality, and then they end up teaching you. By the time it's all said and done, they're just like, you're the one who taught us about God and love. So if you're going through this ending and these transitions in life, we're here for you, and they really support you. And then again, we have this mama bear and the cub. So I do think that like this is later in life, and there are like children involved. You could meet this person or like your friends and stuff at like your children's play games and all that other stuff. Leg might be like a soccer game or something like that. And then we have Not For You. That's an interesting card. Can we get another card to go with that one, please? Yeah, fork in the road. There's an ending before this happens, you know, Spirit. I don't want to keep hammering it in, but you see the cards. You see me shuffling, okay? You see me shuffling. I'm not making this up. But yeah, there will be something that ends, and then you find yourself at a fork in the road, and then you end up meeting these tribe of people, and they're going to change your life. They're going to make you see life in a totally different way. You are good enough. You are good enough. They're going to let you know that you're good enough. You deserve love. You deserve prosperity, regardless of whatever rinky-dink relationship. No, I'm just kidding. It's not rinky-dink, but like regardless of whatever happens before these people come in. But I really feel like if you're new to the channel, you should watch the soulmate readings, because you're probably going to meet your soulmate before you meet your soul tribe. Ooh, excuse me. It seems like yeah, you need one and the other. And then conclusions are within reach. And one more, Spirit. A fiery climax approaches. So interestingly enough, with these cards, it's telling me that you're about to be on your path. So depending on where you are, if you're currently in a relationship and it's no longer serving you, Spirit is really saying, hey, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. As we're leaving COVID, I'm posting this in COVID times, but as we're kind of hopefully exiting COVID, put yourself back out there, reconnect with your friends, make new friends. You don't have to stick in this connection just because this is the only person that you know. It's not too late to make new friends. If you're not in a committed relationship already, then I really feel like you're about to meet somebody, or you're about to be put on this journey regardless. So you don't have to worry about if you're going to be like lonely forever and by yourself, because I do just imagine that some people are going to be entering your life regardless. It just depends. If you're already in committed relationship and it's kind of ending, then you're about to meet this group of people and you're going to be on fire. If you're kind of just solo dolo out here, then you're probably going to be meeting your soulmate first. So this is just, you know, something to be aware of. Very interesting, Pile 1. Of course, my guides are always so fascinating, the messages that they choose to deliver. So I wanted to see, wow, this is so funny. So I wanted to pull some animal cards just to see like what, you know, just to give it a little vibe. And you got Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So you will definitely learn from these people. And then you even got this wolf pathfinder, like the lone wolf energy. So that's Saturn. So I just imagine that you like, if you've struggled with making friends or you don't feel like you're the most popular, you are on this lone wolf journey, but you will travel in a pack, and you actually are a pack animal, and you will find your pack. I promise you that. Release your past and start a new journey. You're a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. That perfectly sums up this entire reading. That's why I love these animal cards. It's literally my favorite deck. It's my favorite oracle deck on the planet, actually. But this right here, yeah, this point, like, what did it say? You're a teacher and help others find their way. You are, and you do teach them. You teach these people, and then they end up becoming like your friends. And there will be challenges, of course. That's what we noticed. There are going to be challenges, but your soul is strong. You know, as long as you keep your head up, perseverance, like I said, they're absolutely going to encourage you to keep moving. And then you have a love that endures. So really sweet energy, really sweet friendship. Again, sorry that the circumstances seemed a little heavy, but I don't think that they are. It's just a part of life, you know. Relationships come and go. People come and go. And that's just, you know, that's just that. It is. I wish that life wasn't that, but that is life. So that's what I got for you, Pile 1. Let me see. Can I end on a little bit of a brighter note? I don't know. We'll see. Spirit, please give us a brighter note to end on. For pile number 1. Let me see. Oh, loyal heart. Ah, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I couldn't have asked for a better card. So yeah, I was just like, loyalty might be really important to you. And even between you and this person that you're going back with, the 3 and 5, that gets us to 8. I think that the friends that you end up encountering, this love, this best friend that you end up encountering first, romantic, significant other, they're coming into your life and there will be a loyalty there. You guys will probably remain friends always, regardless of what ends up happening in the relationship. But, there is definitely loyalty here. So don't be afraid to make friends, make connections, meet new people and all that good stuff, because there is an absolute loyalty between your soulmates, your soul tribe, and you. So don't be afraid of that. Things just change over time. We all have to learn certain things in life, especially with Saturn. There's lessons in this life. We all come with our own versions of karma. So that's it. That is a happier note, I guess. Mentioning Saturn is not a happy note, but there's loyalty there, okay? Loyalty. But that's what I got for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for your continued support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, peace, guys, until next time. All right, that was interesting. Okay, I'm excited for Pile 2. Let's see what the next messages are for everybody. Okay, put these over here, move this here, and let's go. Hello, everyone. This is AD with Astrology, and I am doing your pick a card reading. So this is if you picked pile number 2, You're a B. I always want to say Uruguay every time I see it, but there's not enough letters for that. Listen, I am dyslexic and I'm proud. I was like, I might not be able to read a book, but I can read these cards, darling. So anyways, that's where I'm starting. Anyways, yeah, so this is really funny because it's a dinosaur. So that gives me like an energy of, hold on, let me, okay. Mercury retrograde got me feeling the type of way. But we're here to talk about your soul tribe. We're here to talk about the people that you are going to get down with. We spend a lot of time talking about soulmates, spend a lot of time talking about significant others, wives, husbands, but we don't talk about your friends, and they are equally as important. And friends sometimes don't even get enough shine, don't get enough love. So that's what we're talking about today. Anyways, back to the Yu-Gi-Oh card, the dinosaur. I really feel like the friendships that you have are past life connections, because dinosaurs, are from the yesteryear, or they're birds now. I personally think that they're birds now, but anyways, I just feel like your friendships have definitely stood the test of time. Fossilized, long-standing. In fact, I'm hearing that like you might not even have a lot of friends, but the friends that you do have, it's till death. Is really what I'm hearing. Till death do you part. So we're going to start off with some astrology cards, guys. Please keep in mind I subscribe to Vedic. Placements could be different, but energy should read about the same. But regardless, I'm really don't know how much astrology will play into the reading. It could be confirmation for you, but this is pretty general, so I wouldn't get too hung up on it. Anyways, grand trine blessings. Love to see it. So your friendships, this soul tribe brings in a lot of change for you. A lot of good change. Yeah, South Node's life debts. What did I say? I feel like you actually have karma surrounding your friends, surrounding your soul tribe. Like you guys really chose to manifest together. So maybe, you guys are off the beaten path, a lot of strong Aquarius energy or Capricorn energy. But yeah, the people that you end up meeting and encountering, they definitely are on your life's journey. They're on your past. I didn't even see this Aquarius. I know. How'd I know? I literally think, yeah. So you're all about the friends. I think that friends to you are extremely valuable. If you have any Aquarius placements, 11th house placements, or any aspects in the 11th house, then friendships mean a lot to you. Perhaps sometimes even more than love at times with Aquarius here. Or you expect your lovers to be friends. I think that friendship is very serious to you. Hence why you probably don't have a whole lot. But I would say the friends that you do have, again, it's till death, and you guys made a pact to come and experience this life together, to get each other through your trials and tribulations, and you're very comfortable in that. 5th house, creativity. Oh yes, love to see it. So again, some Leo energy. So you and your friends could be interesting. I just heard like I'm in with the in crowd. So you and your friends could be popular, or you're popular in your circle, you're popular in your town, but others of you could be really popular around the world. You could end up having friends where you end up creating like a really cool business, like a podcast together or something, where you guys are known kind of as like a creative tribe or a group. I'm seeing the Dungeon Family, Outcast, and Organized Noise, or like TDEs, something like that, where like you guys just move as a unit, and you could end up garnering a lot of fame with the unit that you move in. Oh, Jupiter abundance, pow two, pow two. Patu, I'm trying to be in y'all friend group. Invite me to the friend group. I'm trying to be your friend. Like, a lot of beauty and abundance and traveling, and just getting to know each other. And I think with the blessings in Jupiter, like, your friendships are truly blessed and worthy and worth having. There's a lot of creativity and there's a lot of standout energy. You and your friends, when y'all walk in, you know, y'all mobbing, y'all make a movement, people turn their heads, they want to know where you're from, where you've been, you know. But I honestly think that with the Aquarius here and even K2, I don't think that you and your friends are necessarily phased by other people. You're really just doing your thing, Pal2. Like, y'all are just doing your thing, you know. You're expressing yourself. You really don't give a hoot about who's watching or paying attention. It's just like one of my favorite lines: drama doesn't follow me, it rides on my back. I may be ugly, but they sure love to stare. And I just feel like you're like, they love to stare, so I give them a show, honey. But there does seem to be something very quirky or different about your friend groups, and the people that you hang out with and associate with. But big deal. And then got an extra card here, Aries, I am. Yeah, I just really feel, and then 7th house partners, that's really funny. These are opposites. We got Libra energy coming up here. So you and your friends, like, you don't take, you know, you guys don't believe in standing in lines. You guys don't believe in waiting. You guys are the in crowd. You are the it crowd. When you walk in, you make a scene. You're not afraid to make a scene here. And I think people are genuinely attracted to you. And all that beautiful stuff. And I feel like you and your soul tribe, y'all just go for it. You guys are really encouraging for one another. And I feel like y'all just go for it. If you want to do something, y'all do it. Y'all travel, y'all create, y'all, like I said, I just feel like it would be like a creative tribe of people who travel and spread art together, be it like a group like, you know, Jean Baptiste, excuse me. That's not even who I want to say. Basquiat, or and like, who is he? Andy Warhol. Like, it could be moving like that, and like Grace Jones. It just feels like you guys have some really, really cool friends, because you're a cool person, and you're a cool person. You do cool things, so all your friends are cool. But y'all don't really care, but y'all receive a lot of attention, is what I'm getting, pal, too. So really interesting here. Let's see if we can get any more astrology cards. I thought I saw something. Who's that creeping in my window? Pow. Nobody now. I thought I saw something in my window. But speaking of underground, speaking of the Dungeon Family, that is Goody Mob. Who's that creeping in my window? Pow. Nobody now. So that song, so let me sit with that song. So I feel like, there could be some tie to Atlanta. You could meet your friends from Atlanta. There could be people in Atlanta, or you're from Atlanta. I'm also getting that you and your friends could have come from, again, even if we talk about the Wu-Tang Clan, you guys could have started lower on the totem pole than what you end up. You guys really just go for it, and you achieve like the Wu-Tang Clan, where you're starting off in like the projects in Staten Island, and then you rally up all your friends together, start working together, and now you're the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, so there could be a level of elevation in your friend circle too. Aquarius, I knew it. I'm not surprised at all. So the beautiful thing too about Jupiter abundance and over Aquarius and all the other stuff is Aquarian energy is super philanthropic. So you could also be, you know, very charitable and try to help different types of people, all kinds of people. Sagittarius, yeah. Yeah, Jupiter. So you guys are very kind and very giving. And that might be why you end up with the funds that you end up with and the popularity that you have, just because you receive, but you also give, and you believe in a greater cause. So you and these friends could also meet each other or be attracted to one another because of a certain cause. You could be like environmentalists. You could be, sorry, these are like all crooked mobby, but like, yeah, you could be like environmentalist, or, you know, really want to start like a food program or even a rebel program. Like, I know this is very specific, but like the Black Panthers or something. Like, there's something greater than you in this friend group. So this could be a part of like a really good, like like a really big organization, or at least soul tribe, you know. So maybe you on a personal level, I just feel like you and the few friends that you have up top are able to create a revolution and really start moving the pendulum forward. And I do feel like it's because you're offbeat, and I do feel like it's because you got that futuristic, and people try to copy and imitate what it is that you do. So by the time you're done, it might start off with like a few of you just kind of hanging out, and then it ends up being like an entire movement. I just feel like your soul tribe ends up being so much bigger than what you originally planned the soul tribe to be. You know, with all this energy here, you just end up being like the it crowd. And I think it's just because you're artists, creatives, and people notice you, and you're just like, okay, but I'm just doing my thing. Yeah, moon. I like that too, because it does show that there is some compassion and stuff there. We have the Gemini here. But that's very Cancerian energy. Again, that intuitive nature, that creativity, that I was sensing, that I'm picking up on. I just feel like that's really what brings you guys together. Yeah, so let's look into the tarot cards. And I do feel like with the moon here, there is something as out and about as you and your friend group are. I feel like you guys are mysterious too, just because people don't really know like how you formed, where you met. People just like project all these kind of fantasies onto you, or just think that you're so cool. They put you on a pedestal, you and this soul tribe. So this is really interesting. Got Temperance, more Sagittarius energy, the Nine of Swords. Fortitude. Oh, I love this. I do want to say, because, you know, if you're new to the channel, then welcome, because you're about to get the real tea, because this is how I talk, this is how I am, okay? I really do feel like I have to tell you, you and your friends need to be warned about drug use, just because, you know, the good times will keep rolling. So you have to be mindful of like this over consumption with Jupiter, Sagittarius, Temperance. So this can be drinking, drugs, but I feel like because you're artists and creatives, and because you're living that lifestyle, of course it's going to be on the table. Party flavors of all different shapes and kinds. Like, I'm here for it. I'm just saying you're going to want to temper that. I do think with the Fortitude card here, that's a really good sign as far as like overcoming, but the temptations will definitely be real. Just because of the environments that you are in. So be mindful, because that fentanyl is very real with the white stuff. So you need to be careful, you know. But if that's not you and that doesn't make sense, then leave it. But for those of y'all who knows you love to dibble, know you love to dabble, know we'll try we'll try anything once. You know, be careful with what you're trying. Let's keep going. Yeah, the devil. Soul tribe, Three of Wands. Yeah, the Temperance, the Devil card, the Hangman. Yeah, Piscean energy. You have to be really careful with consumption, guys, if you pick this pile. Nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody comes in with everything, so that's not a dig at all. It's just the honest to God truth. Then we got Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Yes. And the Princess of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I mean, I'm being noticed to this Tiger and the Ram here. So a lot of Aries. There's a lot of forward movement between you and this friend groups. Like I said, y'all guys are hip. You're in. You know, people want to be you. People really fantasize about becoming you and meeting you one day. And I do think that at the end of the day, your friendships are actually really rock solid. But because it can garner so much attention, you know, sometimes it's easy to hide drug use. It's easy to hide overindulgence, sexual temptations, all that stuff. But I think it just comes with the territory, because I really get a level of fame from this group. Actually, like, you and your friends are going to be famous and have wealth. So you just have to be mindful about it, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. It's beautiful the way that it turns out. You know, this is a great story, but yeah, you know, some people in your soul tribe are definitely going to suffer with drugs. So yeah, be mindful of that. All right, enough of that. Let's see, the Devil, the Nine of Swords, the Hangman, and the Ten of Pentacles. I will say that with this inner conflict, at points in time, you will feel like your soul tribe, Pao-Tu, could be, I don't want to say as far as holding you back, but could lead you down a path that you're not necessarily intending to go down. So you're really going to have to be really strong in yourself, because there is going to be so much temptation there, and at times you could feel that you just get stuck. But I really just feel like it comes with the territory of fame and kind of living in the fast lane. If this isn't something that makes sense to you and this doesn't make sense for you, then maybe pile one didn't feel like this. So this might not be your pile, but I imagine that I'm speaking to people who want to kind of be in the fast lane a little bit and want to be known for some sort of craft, especially with all the Aquarius energy. In Vedic astrology, Aquarians tend to be pretty famous. Like Prince is a Aquarius moon, Michael Jackson's an Aquarius moon, Rihanna's an Aquarius, Justin Bieber is an Aquarius. There's a lot of famous Aquarian people. I know you could say that I'm cherry picking, but when you think about their level of stardom, opposed to other people's level of stardom, that they're really the big heavy hitters. So if you have any Aquarians, particularly Aquarius moon, or 11th house placements or something like that, then you really could be quite famous. Because the 11th house is the house of gains, and it's represented by the star card in the tarot. So I'm just painting a picture. I'm speaking to you as if I'm speaking to people who are going to be well known, and I think I've established that in the astrology cards. But anyways, I think after you reach a certain level of Hollywood parties, glamour, traveling, it can be tiring. So at some points in times, you might feel like this friend group, you're like, man, I wish I could hang out with like just normal people, and we could just like, you know, go to, I don't know, just go to like the local dive bar and call it a day, instead of like being, you know, at the Met Gala and all that stuff. So at times I do feel like this lifestyle can get a little bit tiring. But with the Ten of Pentacles here and the Taurus, Virgo, a Mercury in Virgo, I do kind of get that you feel very secure and at home with these people, because I feel like you really build up, and you really build with these people. You really start from nothing and turn it into something. And I think that you'll always love them for that. So this friendship cuts very deep. The soul tribe is very strong. And again, it is blessed and watched over by God personally. Like, God personally oversees the development and the growth of this soul tribe. So you don't have too much to worry about other than just regular life stuff and, more money, more problems. But we got more Leo energy here. So a lot of creativity, Pisces, Mars in Pisces. So I really do feel like this could be like a group, or just an in crowd. I don't know. I guess I keep saying the same thing because that's really what I get. I feel like I'm speaking to people who are going to be very, very popular for what they do, which is super duper exciting. Let's see if we can get any more information about it, right? Yeah, the King of Swords, the Chariot. There's that moon energy again, that Cancerian energy again, and the Eight of Pentacles. And King of Swords, Aquarius energy again. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. I really do feel like you and this tribe of people will go very far. The Five of Swords here. You and this tribe of people will go very far with your yin-yang energy. So I do think it'll be a mixture of men and women. I picked up very heavily, like in Pile 1, that it was really a tribe of feminine energies. This one I think is a mixture of masculine and feminine energies. The Six of Cups. So you in this soul tribe family, I'm telling you, the Knight of Swords, you guys are going to have, you know, your ups and downs. But I do think that what is that, Lilo and Stitch? I don't want to butcher the word, but it just means family. So I feel like you and your soul tribe are really family. Perhaps you might not even have like the best relationship with your family. And so this group of people, this soul tribe becomes your family, but then you have to deal with like the regular family infighting and all that good stuff. But I have to stress more than anything that you guys really plan on working towards something and building something. And this relationship, y'all's friendship, is truly grounded and quite sacred. So even though that there are issues and there will be fights with the Five of Swords and disagreements, breaking up the band at times, if that fits, you guys will always come back to one another. Again, we have the Six of Cups just representing, like I said, this friendship is falsified. I feel like you and your soul tribe actually have karma to come in with together, even somewhat more than like love karmas, like you can have karmas to friends and platonic friendships, and I feel like you attract that. But you guys are solid as a rock. You guys might even stop talking for a long period of time, but you guys will always come back to one another, because there's genuine love there. And I want to say you guys make money together. Eight of Pentacles, Aquarius energy, like you guys end up making money together. So you will be known with this group of people, whether you like it or not at times. And sometimes you're not going to like it. Like I said with this, sometimes you're really not going to like it. But you can't pick your karma, guys. So your soul tribe, if I had to sum it up, I really do think that you would meet your soul tribe doing something creative. Some of you might know them from childhood, or like you're a newcomer and the people that you end up hanging with have known each other for childhood and you're like a newcomer, or vice versa. But I just feel like there's just like a really long, sturdy friendship here that lasts throughout time, even through the ups and downs. And there's a lot of support and love here, but there is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of going out, there's a lot of partying, there's a lot of money. And so sometimes that can muddy the waters. But I do think that you guys, your friendships are so strong that you do end up recouping, pretty much every time. But yeah, it just seems like, it just seems like a wild night. But yeah, you definitely meet these people doing something creative, doing something cool, and you guys end up getting a lot of fame. So we got, TikTok poised. Okay, so I feel like, we got 3 there. We have 4 and 8, 12, 3 again. So I feel like you are meeting these people very soon. If you haven't met them already, if you don't already know them, or if you have a group of friends and you guys are really trying and you want to, pop off and create something magical, then I feel like it's just a matter of time before that happens for you. Which is beautiful. So this is a good reading, a good time to find you. And I will just say, just to re-out, oh my gosh, orphaned. I was just about to bring up the devil energy. I was like, please don't be tempted out of what more than you could take. I'll put it this way. My sun Mars is in Aquarius in the 9th house. So I'm all for the exploration. I'm all for the, get it how you live it, have a good time, make the best out of life. But you have to be realistic about your levels of addiction, why you start doing certain drugs. You have to be realistic with yourself about, what do you actually like? What are your boundaries? And really standing firm on those. And don't let anybody bully you, regardless of if you're your friend group or not. Don't let anybody force you to do anything that's going to make you uncomfortable, or that is going to end up having like bad repercussions and stuff on you. And with the orphan card, and I was about to start talking about the devil, this is a part of your karma. We saw that earlier with the South Node there. That's K2. This is life's karma. So you're going to have to go through this. My warning, just heed my warning when when you're in the bathroom and somebody offers you a little something, just think about it. Because I do feel like there could be definitely like changes that come throughout this connection, just because of the overindulgence, I'll say, that can happen because it comes with success. There's nothing wrong with that. You just got to be mindful of it and don't let it, don't let it take over your life. Yeah, clean it up. So I do feel like if you've had issues with friends and stuff in the past, or you've had ups and downs with friendships, orphan, clean it up. It is coming out, and this is the tribe. Never ending story, but nobody's perfect, and if you have a lot of Aquarian energy and you truly firmly you know, really believe in like friendships and all the other stuff. You know, not everybody's always going to meet your expectations. So there's also a level of learning, you know, how to forgive and how to be open and how to be flexible. But this is your tribe. Yeah, this is a tribe. Y'all mobbing. Y'all make it very far, you and this group of people, based on what you end up doing and working. And I do think that you guys are pioneers or at the forefront of whatever this next wave of life is and whatever. I've always been saying that we're at the beginning of a renaissance, or we've been in a renaissance, but now we're going to start seeing like the artistic part of the renaissance. And I definitely feel like Pautu, you and your friends, whoever I'm speaking to, are going to be a part of this renaissance, which is super dope. Alrighty, emotions are running high. Yeah, so there will definitely, this is not an easy ride, friendship. I'm telling you, you and your soul tribe, y'all are going to be, I feel like it could be like a band or something, balance spirituality and practicality. So you're definitely going to, you're definitely going to need balance for sure. And then, yeah, the Virgo Pisces. So I kept seeing the imagery of Virgo Pisces and I didn't dig into it. But now that it come back out, let me see. You know, you could, these are opposites. So that's probably why it runs, the emotions run high. So I would not be surprised if like one of your best friends or one of the people in this, or people in your tribe are like the exact opposite. So you're a Pisces, they're a Virgo. You're Aquarius, they're a Leo, or vice versa. So you're always going to be coming at each other from different angles and perspectives. So you should really listen to one another, because I think obviously you agreed to come together for this purpose to navigate this really kind of uncharted territory of fame and popularity. That's very difficult. So if you have a tribe of people that you're meant to do that with, you know, and they sound a little bit different than you, then be mindful, particularly if, you know, I feel like Virgos, they're known as being sticklers and sticks in the mud, and Pisces are known for just like being all over the place and not really being anywhere at all. So there is a balancing act that's meant to come between the two of you. Again, both of these, balance spirituality and practicality, a time to give rather than take. Both cards are talking about balance. So this friendship is really going to challenge you about, you know, being with other people, creating long-lasting relationships. What do you do when money and fame come and drugs enter into the conversation, whether it's you or your friend, like, or friends, you know, it just, there's a lot that's going on, but it makes for a really wonderful story. And I mean, it's just realistic. It's, you know, Pile 1 was very realistic too. So that was pretty funny. So I got some animal cards. Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all that you need. Oh my gosh, perfect. And for when squirrel came out, I was like, I don't know how this is going to apply, but I mean, it's perfect. What do we say? So expert of hard work and hard play. I do think that you and your soul tribe are going to work and play together. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. That's what I was talking about, that devil energy. Don't let it take you off course. And then make a plan. And so that's probably where you two or your friend groups, you might be on different wavelengths when you're making a plan. But I feel like one person is more spiritual based and like go with the flow, and the other person is more like actively like, oh no, we got to do this. And both of you have space in that friendship. Both of you have opinion in the friendship, or all of you, depending on how many end up being in this tribe. Ooh, beautiful. One of my favorite cards. Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So again, you and this soul tribe are a force to be reckoned with. Do you hear me? Like, y'all are big kahunas. Excuse me. Y'all are not, I'm sorry. This is not, y'all are going to be known on a grand scale. I'll just say that. Eagle, mastery. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You're guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Yeah, so there's a lot of inspiration that comes. Mastery, flying high. Again, America. F yeah. So there's just a lot of big energy that you guys have, and I do think that you and the soul tribe are meant to do magnificent things. It does seem like you're meant to overcome obstacles, soar over, you know, any problems that you guys have, and just really link on and hold on to one another through support as you navigate, again, the really crazy world of fame and luxury and celebrity and all the other stuff, because I really feel that if that doesn't resonate, I haven't done pile 3 yet, but you can check out pile 1. We'll see what pile 3 looks like, but I just imagine that I'm talking to people with big dreams, and you're going to be meeting people very soon with the same big dreams that you have, pile number 2, and you guys are going to be taking flight for sure. So that is what I got for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this was very informative about your soul tribe. Again, it came with quite a bit of warnings, which is pretty interesting, but I think realistic and necessary. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the reading, guys. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you so much. Peace, guys. Until next time. All right. We're blazing on through. We're just shoot. Okay, sorry. I wanted to get some coffee. Great. I had a good run playing horses in my mind. Left my heart out somewhere running. I don't know why that song popped in my head. I was listening to it earlier. It's called Drunk in LA. So maybe that'll be significant if you just happen to be listening to this. Let's get into it. All right. Hello, everyone. I am AD with Astrology, and this is your pick a card reading. This is if you picked pile number 3, the Barrel Regenerator. So interesting card. I love the word regeneration, and I like the barrel, so it's like shots fired. So today we're going to be talking about your soul tribe, the people that are your family away from your family. Okay, guys. So this is if you pick pile number 3. Let's get into this Yu-Gi-Oh card. So it really is showing me, you know, it fires on all cylinders is what I'm hearing. So there's something very fiery and passionate about this friendships, and I don't think that your friend groups are for play, to be honest. I think that you guys are coming in guns blazing. Now for what, we'll have to look into, but that's what I'm getting off the rip. So let's look into it, guys. So we are starting off with astrology cards. We are going... What was I going to say? Yeah, please keep in mind that I do subscribe to Vedic, so my placements could be a little bit different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. So let's look into it. It really shouldn't matter that much in this reading because this is such a general kind of broad reading, but just in case. So we got 12th house escape, Virgo, I analyzed, so funny. Pile 2 had a very similar energy at the end. So we'll see if they end up linking up. I will let you know. But we got Pisces and Virgo. So there does seem to be something here about analyzing or putting into practicality the use of spirituality here, but let's keep going through with it. Air element communicating, so that is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, Destiny. Wow. Okay, so this is really shaping out to be a lot like pile number 2. So you might, yeah, these cards, different cards, but really similar energies. Anyways, so first and foremost, I feel like you and your soul tribe are definitely bound together or brought together of the spirit of love and the spirit of Venus. So that is giving me very much creativity, arts, luxury, love, fashion, music, any of those Venetian things. Very Taurus and Libra type energy. And this is destined. This is destined to happen. You're destined to meet these people. These are definitely soulmates, and they're going to help you. I think make your dreams into a reality. Both of you guys do this. You guys talk things through, and you guys just create magic. And really honor the planet Venus and do it justice. So I really said, I think you fire on all cylinders with your creativity that you end up making with this friend group. As far as the art that you make, I just heard knitting for some of you if you're more the low-key kind. So you bond over just creating things, making things, being artistic. I'm very interested in this Virgo I analyze. I'm curious to see how it's going to pop up later in the reading. But yeah, there also could be something here about health. Virgo does rule health. So there could be something about health. Or you guys are just really perfectionists. I feel like you and your friends, this soul tribe, because you guys are so creative, you guys do critique one another, but it's always to help one another be the best that you can be. Like, I just feel like you and your soul tribe, when you guys step out, y'all are dressed to the nines. Your friends, it is pretty critical. It can be very picky, but it's all for the best interest and to serve the greater good. So I feel like the soul tribe that you have, especially with air communicating, you can be like, hey, I just wrote this script. Can you please read over this? And they'll be like, oh, this was great, but I would tweak this. And you're like, oh my God, thank you. That just made it great. So I really feel like your friend group and the soul tribe, you really inspire each other and help create the best version of the product that you guys were going in for. You really appreciate each other's opinions, appreciate really truly constructive criticism, not that BS constructive criticism that people try to drop. I've gotten quite a few comments on some constructive criticism. I'm like, BS. I don't need constructive criticism from the likes of you know. I'm sort of kidding. Not really. Got too much Aries and Aquarius in my chart, guys. But when it comes to people who are qualified and who understand what you're trying to do, if another tarot reader tried to critique me, then I would be open to, hear it. But like, if you're just like spreading mess, then I don't care. I don't care about your opinion. That's how I am. But this tribe of people, you're going to actually care about their opinion. You're going to value and cherish. So I'm just pointing out that there's a difference. And these people are coming from a place of love. Love binds you guys, not from a place of just being rude, which sometimes Virgo can get very nitpicky. Now, that's really funny too that I'm saying that, because Virgo does rule and we have the air element communication. So I do feel like there's a lot of bickering and spats in your soul tribe. But again, it's all to get to the best conclusion. Like, it's not anything. It's all rooted in love. But it definitely is like, there could be bickering. Like, you guys could not see eye to eye from time to time. And because I feel like anybody in the soul tribe does have like really strong personalities, sometimes neither one of you will want to back down. So let's keep going. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting if you ask me. Yeah, Mars. Aries, Scorpio. So very intense, passionate relationship. And again, emphasis on the passion. So it's interesting. We have Venus and Mars here. So there's something telling me that this relationship, like your friend group, could be like, I don't want to say this because this is so general, but I'm going to say this because it's in the cards. But it's like, it feels like there will be gender equality or gender bending in your connection. So either you're like the only feminine and you're surrounded by masculines, vice versa, or it's like split right down the middle. Like there's 2 guys and 2 girls, and you might be dating one another, so that's why it's like it's all over the place. But if not, then I do feel like you'll be like the only feminine and then you'll be surrounded by masculines or what have you. Or, like it could be you end up attracting people who are gender benders, gender fluids, masculine, feminine men and masculine women, or however. I just feel like there's a lot of like uniqueness that happens in this connection with Mars coming out. But this is just emphasizing that there is a lot of challenge and there's friendly competition in this friendship too. And I feel like this soul tribe, they make you better. And it could be because you guys all do the same thing in a sense. Like you guys are all like filmmakers, or you're all music makers, or you're all business people and Wall Street people. But this soul tribe really makes you better. Actually, they're there for the purpose to make you better. But you guys collectively do have a destiny. Pluto, woof, more Scorpio and Mars energy. Very interesting. So very transformative connection that you have with your friends, and extremely deep and intense. It could be love. So I feel like you have, this is telling me because Mars and Pluto and Venus, but Mars especially and Pluto are like 2 of the most sexual planets. So I would be not telling the full truth if I didn't think that there was potential here for you to have some sort of passionate romance within this soul tribe. So it's like there's a soulmate within the soul tribe. So I do imagine that you will be sleeping with somebody on this team. You'll be sleeping with somebody in your soul tribe. So that could also be where some of the bickering comes from, because like, you guys are doing multiple things at one time. We got Saturn here at the bottom. So let's keep going. That's really funny. But regardless, I feel like the soul tribe, there's a lot of change. Scorpio, oh, so intense. Cancer energy, I want to get another one. I can't wait to see your cards, pile number 3. I'm so curious. Mercury, which we kind of already have, and then Aries. Uranus, Aquarius here at the bottom. What do I want to say? I don't even know what I want to say. It's just so interesting. So I do feel like this is a pretty complex soul tribe. There's definitely a lot of communication that comes in with Mercury. So that's more Virgo and Gemini. So this does take flight. I don't know why though. I'm really excited to get into the tarot because it does seem like this friendship is very active. Like there's a lot of changes that happen throughout this soul tribe. It's loyal because Cancers are pretty loyal and all that good stuff, but it comes in like there's just a lot of changes that happen within the connection itself. And it could be like lovers to friends to lovers to nothing to something, you know, like it just feels like, I feel like your soul tribe and your romantic connection are really closely linked. So let's keep looking. Let's just move straight into the tarot. Yeah, but certainly a lot of fear, like this, it's very fierce. And again, guns blazing, so I just wonder why. You know, it's so interesting for a soul tribe reading. Like, this is not what I was expecting. King of Cups. There we go. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something here about a masculine and feminine. Ooh, ooh. Okay. King of Cups, 10 of Swords. Are we in frame? Yes, we are. The 8 of Wands. So even more communication, forward movement. The 4 of Pentacles. Yep, the Queen of Pentacles. Look, a couple right there. And they're facing each other, actually. So, yeah. The 9 of Wands. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. And they're looking at each other. So, and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, what is this? 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what's going on. Let me give me a second to like tune into these energies. Pile number 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, so pile number 3, I just feel like your soul tribe, it seems like there's a lot of couples involved, but like not really at the same time. So it feels like there's like, I do not want to say this because I feel like people are not going to want to hear what I'm saying, but it feels like there's active connections going on, but like the people that you start the connection with might not be the people that you end the connection with. Like there just seems to be a lot of changes and transformativeness that happens within this connection. But all of you, this soul tribe, you all, you know, end up where you're supposed to be. And then I do think that there's a lot of financial game and just understanding self-comfort with the 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Cups here. So there's love. I want to, I don't even know what I want to do, yo. Like, I'm so confused. Like, your girl is confused by this, to be honest. This did not turn out like the other readings. So let me see. It's not nearly as straightforward with all these court cards. So like there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, sort of, is really what I'm getting. Yeah. I didn't want this to be a love reading, and I'm not gonna make it a love reading. But if there was anyone that I needed to make a love reading, it would definitely be this pile: the 7 of Wands, the Moon card, and the Knight of Pentacles. What else? Spirit, Temperance, the Emperor, and the Hermit, and 8 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like, I wish I had some more coffee. Maybe I'm just like low, but okay. Okay. So, pile number 3, I guess I feel like maybe your soul tribe, it's there's other people in your soul tribe for sure, but it seems like there's a connection that takes precedent over the tribe. So you're like the exact opposite of pile one. Pile one was like, you're going to be in a relationship and then you end up leaving that relationship, or that relationship ends up changing in some way, capacity, and then you end up meeting your soul tribe. You, pile number three, are like, you end up entering the soul tribe with a partner, with kind of like, it feels like a relationship of some sort, and then you end up meeting all these people, and then all these relationships changes, and then you might end up in another relationship different from the person that you came into the relationship with. Now, I feel like your soul tribe, there's some spirit, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Something tells me, pile three, that you really are kind of like a lone wolf kind of person. Like, it just feels like you're tribal for sure. I think you should watch pile two if you want to hear like the tea about your tribe. But if you're coming here and you pick pile three first, I feel like you definitely are a loner. Like, you're really mostly a loner, be it you're a masculine or feminine. I feel like I'm split right down the middle. Most of the time I can tell, I think that I have masculines who pick this pile, as well as feminines who are just kind of like, I really don't have a lot of friends necessarily, or I've had friends and I've had a lot of changes when it's come to my friendships. So maybe you've kind of been in this hermit mode. I feel like you definitely, pile three, are extremely protective of your feelings. You're extremely protective of your emotions and that Cancerian part that we saw of you earlier. Like, you don't really show people that part of you because perhaps it's been taken advantage of in the past. It takes you a really long time to kind of open up into these like soul tribe things. Like, it's not easy to be friends with you. You could be friendly for sure, and I think that you attract a lot of people, but you're very reserved. You're not extremely trusting when it comes to, having like a group of people. You really believe in like depending on yourself, especially with the Emperor to the Hermit card here. It's just like, you're like, I gotta make a name for myself. I take precedent. I love people. I have a good time with people. I know how to have a good time, but for the most part, I keep to myself, and I need to make my own dreams happen. So you're extremely and fiercely independent, my pile number three people. But I do feel like the universe is introducing you to a divine counterpart who's going to put you kind of on the map, or put you in the loop with a group of people. And then you might end up, meeting. You could be friends with the soul tribe of people after the relationship is over, or you just end up making really deep connections and all that other stuff while you're in this connection. The connection can continue to flourish. I don't know. I'm just reading the Eight of Cups here to the Three of Cups. So it does feel like there's a pathway for you to meet this group of people, but within the group of people, there's just a lot of like rearranging. I don't know why I have a song, like I wrote a song and it literally talks about this, and the lyrics are like, funny how the seasons change and relationships get rearranged, some from pleasure and some from pain, but fall will always come again. So I just really feel like this, like relationships get rearranged for whatever reason in this connection. And so there does seem to be a lot of ups and downs in this connection, a lot of ego, but I didn't even notice this move other little cards. Let me see, because here's the funny part. I didn't even notice this. See, sometimes it just took me a longer time to get into this reading, but now I'm picking up a little bit more on the message. King and Queen compatible, water, earth compatible, fire, air compatible. So, but we also have all of the elements. So that's really something. That's really fascinating. I don't know if I've had that in a reading, hence why I was just like, what is this? This is crazy. So it does feel like it's like fire, earth, air, water. You're all coming together. So there's all these different elements, all these different energies, and all of you are very comfortable and solid in what you bring to the table at the top of the connection. Hence why, you guys are all so firm in yourselves. It can be difficult at times. The Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Nine of Wands. So I feel like this soul tribe, actually, if you pick number three, then you might want to watch number two if you want like a description of an actual tribe, because I feel like, or one, Pick pile 2 or 1. I don't know why I just started saying pile 2. I'm so sorry. So if you're called, but pick another pile 3, because this is very much just kind of speaking about where you are in life. I feel right now, the Queen of Pentacles, you're probably focusing on your business. You're probably minding your own business, quite honestly, but you do have connections that are coming towards you. And then you do have a Queen of Swords connection that could also be coming towards you as a mentor, or at some point in time, to be completely honest, a foe, because I do think that there are a lot of connections that are coming towards you. But like I said, it feels like there's 1 feminine, 2 masculine. Yeah, like I said this earlier, there's balance. So, but it feels like 1 feminine gets the most attention. If that kind of makes sense. This is a really interesting soul tribe reading. So you definitely are like more like little islands. I don't necessarily know if you move as a unit. If you want to see how you and your friends move as a unit, then pick pile number 1. Pile number 1 or pile number 2 to flesh out the story. But I feel like Spirit is kind of telling you right now that there are going to be changes that come in, but I feel a lot of independence from this group. So you might not even be like the necessarily like try to be like the tribe people. So let me pull, I'm going to pull some oracle cards to see if I can flesh the storyline out. And then we might go back to tarot, because this is very like mending. Yeah, 7. Yeah, this soul tribe, there's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of that. Yeah, peace, 5, change, you know, peace offerings, and then time to go. So chaos and conflict. Okay, so I guess my oracles are like, I read it right. It's just a chaotic kind of soul tribe, I guess. Yeah, between worlds at the bottom of the deck. So pile 3, I feel like, okay, now I know what I want to say. Thank you for sticking with me through this. Oh my gosh, this was like this was trying. Like very rarely am I like, I am being tried right now, but I was being tried. Okay. You are in transition, my pile number 3 people. You are in transition. I feel like you've had soul tribes, you've had friends, but friendships have ended up crashing and burning due to competition, jealousy, envy, miscommunication, all that good stuff. Boy, anything. Girls, anything. And so I feel like you, pile 3, have definitely stepped into like this hermit mode where you've been recouping, you've been focusing on your business, you've been focusing on you know, replenishing yourself, self-love, self-care, and there's been a lot of chaos and conflict. I feel like Spirit is telling me to tell you that there are going to be movements in your friendship circle. So again, you might want to check out pile 1 or pile 2 to get to see what that friendship looks like. But I really feel like you've done a lot of work as far as just being in this lone wolf energy, focusing on yourself. You're really defensive. I do feel like Spirit is saying that friends want to come in towards you. Even a lover would like to come in towards you or make amends. This is not, this is a different kind of reading than I originally intended, but here we are. I feel like there could be somebody that you was a part of your soul tribe, or somebody that you loved, or somebody you were in a relationship from the past who wants to come back and communicate. But be mindful that you're not blocking, you know, your blessings. But I feel like there's a harshness that's coming with you now because you're not as trusting, because you've been through the ringer. Again, you start off with like this pistol, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh card, this gun. So your guns are blazing. You're ready for war. But I feel like it is time for you to leave the chaos and conflict and hopefully re-enter the fray when it comes to your friendships and when it comes to meeting people. But I do feel like there will be some type of, it feels pretty scandalous how you end up in this soul tribe, or what happens in this soul tribe. It feels like it takes a lot of twists and turns and ups and downs and lefts and rights. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles and strength. But whatever you're creating, pile 3, with your soul tribe is long lasting. And so, you know, you guys will be able to overcome at certain points. But even this showing the lone wolf card, yeah. I feel like your soul tribe will come to you after you guys work together and when you trust them, the high priestess. So there's still a lot of mystery, the 4 of swords. There's a lot of mystery surrounding your life right now, pile 3. I think you probably know that, but I can say that I do see work coming in, work improving, and from work, then you'll kind of enter on this journey of your soul tribe and your friendship. So I would certainly, pile 3, I can't express it enough. I would check out another pile, whichever one speaks to you, pile 1 or pile 2. I would check out another pile so you can get a better description of your soul tribe and what they'll be like. But right now I definitely see that, you know, soul tribes, friendships have not been easy for you, but they've all been leading you to a new path and to a new purpose. And I think that, you know, the next people that you end up really connecting with will be through work and collaboration of some sort and something creative. But, you know, Spirit is definitely saying your soul tribe is trying to come through, but I feel like you've just been so focused and cocooned in yourself. You haven't been able to explore. But when you start working and collaborating, if you have any opportunities to collaborate with other people, I would do it, because that will probably lead to other friendships and connections and all the other stuff. Yeah, you're very close to achieving your goal. Oh my gosh. That made me happy. That gave me chills, because like I said, the Queen of Pentacles in the middle, I just feel like you've been taking this time to focus on yourself, pile 3. You haven't even worried about other people, but you're very close to achieving whatever it is, whatever standard, whatever goal that you've set for yourself as you've been in like this hermit mode. You're about to step out into it. And that's interesting because it just brings me back to the 12th house escape that we had, where like I feel like the escape was from friendships, other people's energies, but you're very close to achieving what you set out to do when you've stepped into this period of being alone. Hence why I think that you know, things are going to be changing for you. Yeah, don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, don't let any of your past friendships or just situations that you've had in the past that haven't supported you and helped you grow. You know, I think that you're moving on. Time to go. You're stepping away from the chaos and conflict, even though there will be chaos and conflict within this friendship. But, you know, it is what it is. It happens. As I said to all of the other piles, because none of them are scot-free. Trust me, I did not just bully you. I bullied everybody in this reading, apparently. My guides really had something to say about friendships. But it's a part of life. It's a part of dealing with other people. It is a part of the human experience. We are divine beings having human experiences, and human experiences are difficult, and people switch up and people change. And so yes, as intimidating as that can be, especially if you consider yourself to be a really good and loyal hip friend, you know, at certain points in times you can choose to look and understand that everybody on this planet is just trying to do the best that they can do, fulfill their karmas, or rack up a whole set of new karmas and then die, you know. So try not to take everything so personally. Try not to, you know, just throw the whole thing away and, you know, throw yourself into the casket too early because people are not falling in line or not understanding the compassion and the softness that you have. Pile number 3. Sometimes that's not what it's about. Sometimes this is about, you know, love, right? Venus, like we said, love, creativity, expression. And this is destined. This is fate. So this is going to happen whether you like it or not. You can avoid it and then make it to the grave, and then you'll be back in another life. So it is what it is. And then, yeah, the energy is gaining momentum. So things are certainly picking up speed. Confidence is your key to success. So whatever it is that you're doing on a personal level outside of friends, pile number 3, you are very close to achieving that goal. You're very close to hitting that milestone. Things are really going to be picking up for you, and you're certainly moving forward. And then you're going to be entering into like this next phase that you have when it comes to friendships and soul tribes and all that good stuff. So there's definitely more out there for you than just kind of being in like this really weird hermit mode, feeling that women are being competitive against you, masculine are coming at you. You know, there's more to life than this in your past. But I will say that somebody from a past soul tribe, or a couple people from past soul tribe, past soul relationships, they want to come back and communicate with you. So just be mindful of that. And they might be doing so on dreams, or you just keep hearing their name or whatever, with the high priestess there. So now we're going to look at some animals. Oh my gosh, I love this deck. It's my favorite deck. Cat, independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. I couldn't think of a better animal. I'm just so happy that the Oracle card supported me, because I was like, I am struggling, y'all. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, you're not a soul tribe person. You're an independent. You're an independent person. Yeah, you do your own thing, you know. And like the alley cats, like, you know, they hang out and they know where to meet up and they're all friends. But cats are really independent. Like, they really don't get along with just everybody. They pick and choose who they want to be with. They have their friends and they can get along, but when they're done, they're done. And I feel like that definitely is you. And then we got, boom, lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on a new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. Yeah. This is an entirely new phase and chapter for you, my pile number 3 years, because I really feel like you could have been really trusting and stuff in the past, and then you just learned, I'm better on my own for the most part. I'm better on my own. I'm better just kind of like living my own life and being in like this Virgo hermit mode. I have solid like one-on-one relationships, but as far as a tribe, I don't believe in like a tribe of people. I believe in one-on-one connections and taking people as they are. I'm not necessarily a big, huge people person. That's really what I'm getting for you, pile 3. Let's see what animal we got on the bottom. Yeah, grizzly bear power. I am indestructible. I honor my own intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up and I will succeed. I think that that's really beautiful for you because you don't let anybody take you down. And I love how 2 of these cards mentioned your intuition. So you're really a spiritual kind of person. We start off with that 12th house Pisces. So it could be that you actually truly are. I think that this word is overused, but especially with you, pile 3, you definitely feel like an empath. And so you have to be very careful. You have to be very picky with the people that you let into your life. But there is something telling me that the next person that you end up dating, who's an emperor or an empress character, particularly an emperor, they're going to introduce you to a whole slew of people that are really going to be able to help you achieve whatever your next phase is. But I still think that even though you're meeting these people, you're shaking hands with these people, you're getting to know these people, I still think that you are going to be the type of person to still always kind of do your own thing, always take a step back and refresh. You have to have your own independence. You have to have your own sense of self when it comes to your relationships and your friendships. But you definitely have done all the hard work of dealing with, the Tower wasn't here, but the Ten of Swords was here. Yeah, you've definitely had to do the hard work of endings, of relationships, friendships, and stuff again. And I feel like you've done it. You've regenerated yourself. You're so powerful. You are so loving and really kind. But because of that, you don't have the opportunity to share that with everyone because not everybody's deserving. I think that that's heartbreaking to an extent. But at the same time, I think that you know that that is the reality of the nature. And so you're just kind of do your own thing. So you kind of give me pile 1 also. So again, check out pile 1 if that called for you. But pile 1 definitely gave me like the lone wolf kind of vibe. So you definitely give me like that loner kind of vibe. But if you want a tribe of people to call your own and to love, you can do that. I think that you'll always just have your reserves. And that's completely okay. I completely understand. 1,000%. So that is what I got for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment section. Don't be too critical of me, pile 3, because it took me a real long time to like get it together. So I understand that. But yeah, I hope that at the ending, the packaging of this message made sense to you guys. And so I thank you again so much for your patience. Please don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, guys. But that's all I got for you. Peace until next time. Love you so much.